Good morning, everybody, and welcome to part 10 of Diablo 4. Good to have you with me on this Monday morning. Let me organize my windows here and make sure that I can see all the chats. Well, if you tuned in last week at this time, you'll remember that I actually killed Lilith. That's right. But as I was about to log off in a hurry because I had to go pick up my kids from summer camp, someone in the chat said that I had at least an hour of gameplay left to wrap up the story. And I don't know if that's true or not. I do know that I really did have a hasty departure to the point where I defeated Lilith, and I think I fast traveled to the nearest town and then logged out. So I don't feel like we really had a resolution to everything that we've gone through in the past 10 live streams with the story of Diablo 4. So the goal of today's broadcast is to wrap things up. We're going to log in and see where the quests send us and talk to Lorath. Hopefully that won't put his head on a tree. And track down all of the other side characters that we've gone over this story with. Maybe we'll find Donan's grave and get some closure to this story. I don't plan on playing another game today, so when we finish everything in Diablo 4 for the main story, I'm going to end the broadcast a bit early, so we're not going to do a full 4 hours today. But I'm going to still make great use of that time because I've got some additional good news. I've completed all of the footage capture for the next segment in my full story of Fallout 4. And not only that, I was busy this weekend. I didn't take the weekend off. I've been working on the musical intro sequence for the next faction that I'm covering, and I completed it this morning. So, after this, I'm going to start working on the next episode in the full story of Fallout 4. With the audio recording and the script writing and all of that. And I'm hoping to get the next episode done by this weekend. No promises, because this episode is going to be a really big one, as is the nature of starting a new faction in Diablo 4. I'm sorry, in Fallout 4. Remember when I did the Institute, my first video in the Institute section was almost 2 hours long because we explored the entire Institute, read every terminal, talked with every character. It was huge. And I'm going to be doing that with the next faction. Now, all of the remaining factions are much smaller than the Institute. But it's still going to take me a long time to put together, and I might not make my weekend goal, but I think I will. And I'll keep you guys appraised as we get through the week's worth of live streams. And we do have a week full, chock full of live streams. Wednesday, we'll be continuing with Jedi Survivor. Hopefully, I just remembered that we had a a hard stop in my Jedi Survivor broadcast on Wednesday because of a technical issue. If you missed that broadcast, there was a glitch in the game that caused my computer to crash. Not even to desktop, just blue screen of death without the blue screen, essentially. And I haven't had a chance to work on that solution yet, so yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that out. We'll see, but tune in Wednesday to find out whether or not I figured that out. But Thursday, we've been having a lot of fun with a brand new game that we've been playing called My Friendly Neighborhood. And that has been an absolute blast. If you didn't tune in during Scotch and Smoke Rings, I encourage you to do so because this is a really quirky indie horror game. If it can even be described as horror, because it's more comedy than anything else. There are some scary elements, but I'm just having a blast listening to all of these puppets and their gibberish. So yeah, so lots of stuff to do this week. We're gonna have some fun, maybe a lore video this weekend if I get the ball rolling here. Anyway, it's good to see everybody on Facebook today. Stephen, Schultz, Jared, Roman, Ruby. So good to see each and every one of you, and of course all of the regulars and the members and the Patreon supporters on YouTube today. Bingo Bill, Julian Z, Quinn, Tyus, Sletty, Bartfast, Cole Newman, Cat5, And it's, let's see, it's Random Fandom, a member for 20 months, and a Bronze Ox with the first super chat of the day saying, "Hey Ox, when will you play Halo 5? You're asking that as if it's certain that I will be playing Halo 5. I don't know. Well, this is actually a great segue into my next question. I need to pick a game to replace Diablo 4, and I have not given it much thought. So, here's where you guys can come in, what is it they say, clutch? To help me out with this selection. During the rest of today's broadcast, maybe do some brainstorming, think of what you would like to see me play to replace Diablo 4 on Mondays. Now, I do want to prioritize newer games. I'm not afraid of playing older games, as many of you know. I've played some very old games on this broadcast, but I want to try and focus on newer games, and you all know the kind of genres I like. Basically everything but JRPGs. So give me some thoughts, maybe brainstorm it. Let me know during today's broadcast if you come up with ideas, and I'll be taking notes. And if you're watching the video on demand after the broadcast, go ahead and leave a comment in the comment sections below with your recommendation for what you think I should replace Diablo 4 with. Julian Z says, "Hi Ox, so good to see you on this Diablo Monday. Hope you're well. So now that you defeated Lilith, do you think to fully resolve the story you have to fight Diablo? I mean, this will be the first Diablo game where you don't fight Diablo. And I think I even talked about this during Scotch and Smoke Ring several weeks ago, where I was pretty sure that we would have to fight Diablo. But no, so far, no. Will we see Diablo in the next hour of gameplay? I don't know. We defeated Lilith, so I doubt it. But you never know. Crossing fingers. Ah, man. This is what happens when I get to talk and my cigars go out. Hold on a second. I still haven't figured out my lighter situation. Come on. Steven Schultz on Facebook says, "I'd recommend Road 96, but it's similar to Friendly Neighborhood." All right, I mean, I'm enjoying Friendly Neighborhood, though that game style is more of a Scotch and Smoke Rings game rather than a dedicated day-long Monday or Wednesday broadcast. Cat5 says, "I'm going to keep voting for Dragon Age Origins until you finally play it, Ox." It's not a newer game, right? It's an older game, but if it's a good game, maybe I should definitely give it some weight. Well, we'll put that on the list. Random Fandom says Halo 5, of course. Of course, Random Fandom says Halo 5. Great, well, keep the ideas coming. Let's dive back into Sanctuary here and find out what happens next. Julian Z says, "Well, Ox, since you asked, this is my obligatory push to get you to play, even if it's just for an hour, Telltale's Walking Dead. You know how I feel." You guys will keep on bringing up The Walking Dead as well until I play it, huh? All right, let's dive in and meet our friend Beefhorn here, see how he's doing. Okay, here we are at the Blasted Scarp. We just defeated Lilith, and there's Lorath, his head still attached. Look at that. Meet Nyrel in the chapel.
Rest, girl, while you can. We'll be on the move again soon.
Might as well spend my other point here. Rupture
Why
came
didn't
in
you wait for us?
really useful during the Lilith boss fight. I don't know if you watched or were paying close attention, but I had his much success as I did, mainly because of Rupture, and it was the ability to heal right here. Hitting at least one enemy with Rupture heals you for 18% of your maximum life. I chained this. I got into a rotation where I would maximize my rage, put on a bleed, and then use Rupture to heal myself. And, I didn't run out of potions during the fight, so that was great. Well, now that we've gotten these two, I think I'm going to go ahead and put more points into Rupture. Nice. What? Where did Lorath go? Lorath, what? Oh, that must be Donan. Oh, there's Donan in the cart. Well, he just walked off while I was in the middle of speccing my character. Let's see. Oh, here we are at the chapel. Lorath, buddy. Is Mephisto already influencing her, we can ask?
No. It will take time for the corruption to spread from the stone. She must have left for a reason.
Well, maybe we can... Oh, she's not here. Maybe we can put the stone in a place where humans can't find it so that Mephisto can't influence anybody. Maybe she's gone to the vault, we can ask?
Yes. Yes, that must be right. Yorin, Donan. We've lost so many to hatred. We can't lose Nerel too. Come on.
All right. Head outside with Lorath. Oh!
Lorath Nar.
Will this never end?
The cathedral? What are they doing here? We just killed Lilith, guys. You're welcome. Also, your god Inarius, he's kind of dead. So, yeah, your light is a bit extinguished, I think. Well, we can talk to Yosef here.
Hey, Yosef. What do you want?
Step aside. I'm here for the Heradrim.
Can it wait? I'm off to bury a friend.
We'll dig his grave for you.
Well, that's kind. But who will dig yours?
Ah!
Don't have enough fury.
What were they thinking? Prava led a bunch of these cathedral guys into hell to defeat Lilith, and they all die except for Prava. I succeed, and then they try to attack me? They're stupid. Here, what is this? Prava's decree.
The Heradrim have used their dark magics to bear a great evil into our world.
Wow.
Commit their wicked souls to the Father, and retrieve the Soul Stone.
They're just operating on a level of intelligence that just boggles the imagination. Completely to the Father. Inarius is dead. Do they not know that Inarius lost the fight? Do they not know that Lilith ripped his wings off before killing him? I mean, seriously.
Yosef. He saved my life in Nevesk. They were not our enemies.
They were fools. I don't have the time for it. I am going to Scotland. Donan deserves to be buried with his son.
I thought the dead deserve nothing, while the living are in danger.
Wise words.
I wonder who said that.
But I have a promise to keep. That's why you must ride north, ahead of me. If the cathedral doesn't have her yet, Nerel might head for the vault. Find her. Once you're together, Meet me at Dolan's estate.
Alright, we need to search for Nayrel at the Heradric Vault, and then we need to find Lorath at Donan's estate. So if you recall from the last episode, it was Nayrel who ran off with the Soulstone that we trapped Mephisto in, and then while she was fleeing, we were able to kill Lilith. We were a distraction that got in Lilith's way, so she didn't pursue Nayrel. We were supposed to meet Nayrel here at the church, but she wasn't here when we arrived, and well, you saw what happened next. Okay, well, goodness. Let's see. Yeah, there's the Heradric Vault. We can fast travel right there, so we'll go to Yelsena, or Yelesna. And of course, we've got this Christina, temporary companion. We accepted her side quest at the very beginning of the game without realizing what we were doing yet. And then we focused on the primary plot, but she just continues to follow us whenever we're in the area. But I hope you have a horse. She does have a horse. Oh,
I
wow.
know what I saw. She had horns like a beast. Strode right past where you stand.
Nayrel? Who's saying that? Are we getting a memory? Are these like flashbacks? Are we going to continue to get flashbacks of our conversations with Nayrel as we approach the Heradric Vault? Oh man, the music makes the game. Oh! Loot Goblin! No! Loot Goblin!
I need more fury. I'm not ready yet.
No! Loot Goblin! No! Get back here, Loot Goblin! Oh, he's gonna summon everything!
I'm not ready yet. Don't have enough fury.
Yay! I killed the Loot Goblin and I got a mace! Oh yeah. What is this? Crag Hammer of Berserk Ripping. And it's worse than what I've got. And it's got a berserking legendary effect that I'm not really spec'd into berserking, so. Oh well, at least I got it. Oh yeah, and then there's all this stuff that fell off of Lilith that we haven't even bothered to equip yet. What's this? This is the helm. It gives me the barrier, but it's not. But this has a socket, and this one doesn't. But the boots are better. I'll take the boots. Better? Oh, but that's legendary. Mother's Embrace, unique ring. Fire resistance, shadow resistance, 7 to all stats, lucky hit chance, critical strike damage, overpower. If a core skill hits 5 or more enemies, 25% of the resource cost is refunded. I mean, I gotta wear it, yeah. Okay, well, I think we dropped some loot back this way. Let's follow the trails of gold. didn't I drop? There was some... There's another goblin? You're kidding me. Look at my mini-map. There's another goblin up here. Hold on. Oh, man.
Don't have enough fury this way.
I must wait.
Get back here, Luke Goblin!
I'm low on fury.
Yeah! Killed another loot goblin! Man, I'm getting lucky with the loot goblins today. Hooray! Heavy chest plate. I'm just... Yes, all the loot. It's mine. And now my bags are nearly full, but none of this stuff was good. I guess you can't get... Maybe they've got a timer on legendary gear. Because I got a legendary mace when I found him earlier, but this time I didn't get any legendary gear. Man, I got so turned around by all the loot goblins that I went the wrong way. There it is. Highland trousers.
It's locked.
Oh, that's right. I don't have any,
A path of scales. This is what I saw in the reflections. We're close.
What?
I can save you from this, Mother. I promise. I can learn how to...
What are we hearing right now? I guess I don't understand what we're supposed to be hearing. Are these flashbacks, or as we're walking...
You're going to leave me, aren't you? You'll find a place where I can be taken care of.
Okay, these are flashbacks. These are all dialogue snippets that we've heard in the past. She said that right after she lost her arm. Foyer.
Not what I expected. But let's not give up hope.
This is a weird narrative.
I thought
choice.
you'd know me better by now. I am my mother's daughter. Where there's a lead, there's a way. And I'll follow it to the end.
Ruined.
No sign of her. But that letter wasn't here before. She must have left it.
A ruined letter, not ruined, ruined. The parchment is covered in heraldic runes beyond your comprehension. Alright, well, we got the letter. Now we need to meet with Lorath at Firebreak Manor. Let's get out of the dungeon, then we can fast travel. Firebreak Manor.
Why do I only hear one set of footsteps?
Well, that's because
spent a lot of time learning this code, so I hope you remember how to read it, Lorath. Because you are the last Horadrim now. My mother would have wanted me to stay with you. She believed the Horadrim had all the answers. I don't know if she'd recognize this person I'm becoming.
Oh no.
It's hard for me to think about her right now. But then I remember you and Donan. You weren't all-knowing Horadrim. You were bitter. You were uncertain. But you were always true friends. That's what I hold on to. Because there is so much further to go. Your imperfection gave me hope. And we will need it to face what comes next. To face him and his brothers.
Are we gonna fight Diablo? Really? Are we really gonna get to Diablo? Oh no! I was joking.
I don't know how much time I have. But there has to be a better answer. And I have to find it. Alone. I know you'll want to go with me. But people have already died because I was not careful enough. I can't risk you too. If I've misjudged, the world is going to need you to survive and clean up the mistakes I leave behind. I know you don't want to hear this, but you don't get to quit. Not again.
You're not even going to explain it to Beeporn? It was beyond his comprehension, remember? Poor Beeporn standing there like, what did it say?
Wish me well, Lorath. Because if everything works out as I am hoping, we will never see each other again.
Just toss it into the bottom of the sea. Toss it now. Okay, you're good. You'll never have to worry about Mephisto again. That's it! Oh, what is this? 30 minutes! I shouldn't... I couldn't have kept playing last week, or else I wouldn't have been able to pick up the kids on time. But I thought there was more. I thought there was like an epilogue, like in Red Dead Redemption 2. I thought it was going to be like Red Dead Redemption. Oh, yes, man! Stop it. Remember in RDR2, we beat the game, and then we got to play John, and it was just huge. It was multiple live streams of an epilogue. So I thought there was going to be a bit more here. But it didn't really close anything for us. I was hoping for closure, but we didn't really get much. We don't find Neyrelle. She gets on a ship, with Mephisto's soul trapped in a soul stone, traveling off where mentions something about he and his brothers. Mephisto's brothers? I mean, Diablo was one of the many prime evils, right? They were all brothers, right? Wasn't? Am I missing something here? But Diablo, they're all dead. So who is she going to see? What is she trying to keep from happening? Is that it with the cathedral? Like, here we see Prava, and she just tried to have us killed. She just tried to have Lorath killed, and that's it? We're just going to leave the cathedral at that? Tony J says, so are we going to do side quests and side dungeons now or something, Oxhorn? Probably not, no. I mean, I did the live stream today because I wanted to see how the story resolved itself, and we've done that. And I've got a lore video to work on. So maybe I'll just go do that. That's the plan, though I do want to see if there's anything after the credits here. Spartan 2294 says, this either going to be a DLC or it's going to happen in Diablo 5. Well, I mean, DLCs would be nice, because if we have to wait for Diablo 5, that's going to be a decade or more, if the time between Diablo 3 and Diablo 4 is any indication. Bill says the only thing really left is the capstone dungeon in order to go up to tier 3 Nightmare. But that doesn't have anything to do about the story or the lore. Yeah, so I mean, that was my goal with this broadcast, well, all of these broadcasts really, was to explore the story of Diablo 4, which we have done. Elliot says, I vote for Baldur's Gate 3 or Grand Theft Auto 5 next. Okay, I'm taking notes. Any other suggestions in the chat for what I should do to replace Diablo 4? Nightcore Fan for Life says, I watch a lot of your Fallout 4 lore. Thank you, Nightcore. I really appreciate it. Hope you got it here at the beginning of the broadcast, because I give an update on the production of my new episode in the full story of Fallout 4, and that's going very well, and I'm making such great progress that my goal is to get the next episode done by this weekend. I'll give you further update as to my progress on Wednesday during my Wednesday live stream, but that's the goal so far. And now that I've got more time today, I think I might be able to make it. Snowman 3 says, do an impromptu continuation of the Stanley Parable? I mean, we already played the Stanley Parable. Though that's the kind of game where you never really get everything on your first playthrough of the Stanley Parable, so there's probably a lot of hilarity that I missed the last time I played the Stanley Parable. That was a lot of fun. Julian Z says, Walking Dead. Renee Rolled Have says, try We Happy Few. I actually purchased We Happy Few a while ago and tried playing it. Couldn't really get into it. It wasn't, I don't know, like the beginning was strong. When you start off in the office, and it was kind of like the Stanley Parable a little bit at the very beginning. It was really funny. But then when you get kicked out of the office and it becomes a survival horror game, it got weird, and it wasn't really fun. But that was before it was officially released. I played it last when it was in early access. So it's probably changed a lot since then. Skyrim Mox says, SOA Silverback. I actually already live streamed Skyrim. Now, I didn't do any of the DLCs, and I didn't do any of the side content. I just focused on the plot, so I'm sure there's a lot of Skyrim left to do, but I think I'm satiated for now. I think I'm done with Skyrim for now. Dragon Age Origins says, Angriest Man. Try Remnant, says Donald Moore. All right, making great notes here. Dave says, try Prototype. Bill says, have you tried Subnautica? Not since it came out of early access. I played Subnautica when it was in early access. My son and I actually had a lot of fun playing Subnautica. But there's not a lot of story, at least not when I played it last. So I don't know if they've changed that, if it's still in early access, did it leave or not? Not entirely sure. Naka Michael says maybe Divinity. All right, I'll have to check that out after the broadcast. Kunk says there's a brand new Telltale game, The Expanse. It would be a good warm-up for Starfield. I do like a good warm-up for Starfield. The Expanse, eh? I'm really looking forward to Starfield. I can't wait to be able to tackle it. Jared says Star Trek Online. I had that recommended before. I hope it's a good game. I've heard some good things. I know that Star Trek games don't really have very good reputations, but perhaps Star Trek Online is different. Azurus says Divinity Origins Sins 2 is freaking good. Divinity Origins Sins 2. Yes, man is just having a ball today. Brad says Doom Eternal. I actually already live streamed Doom Eternal in its entirety. So if you want to watch that, you can find the live stream already organized on my channel. Fishkey says, play Baldur's Gate 3 over Divinity. Baldur's Gate 3. All right. I'll have to... That's the second time I've had that one recommended today. Corey says there's already DLC coming out for Diablo 4. Look it up. Great. Well, I can't wait to tackle that when it comes out. I definitely want to see how this story continues. Silverback says, play Star Wars Old Republic. I've had that one recommended a number of times as well. Maybe I'll have to check it out too. BG3 released on the 3rd of August, says Mr. Jocked. You mean it releases on the 3rd of August, right? Because that's in several days. Baldur's Gate 3? Well, you know, I like to prioritize new releases. Maybe we'll tackle that, right? I mean, that will be released by the time I broadcast again on Monday. Cat5 says Dragon Age Origins and Baldur's Gate 3 are my picks. Okay, we're getting a theme here. Lots of Dragon Age recommendations and Baldur's Gate recommendations. Okay, let's exit the credits and see where it places us. Fishkey says 17,000 endings to BG3, Baldur's Gate 3. Really? So it has 17,000 endings. Okay, so I think that the only way that can actually work is if it's similar to Fallout New Vegas, where each little side quest you do will put a title slide at the end of the game and show you how that little story resolved itself. The combination of which is 17,000 unique possible endings. But still, that's a welcome change. I love stuff like that. What's next? Lilith has been defeated, but there is still much to do. Level up to take on new challenges across the continent. Complete Whispers of the Dead, whatever that is. Participate in Helltime, whatever that is. And challenge yourself in Nightmare Dungeons to gain valuable items and crafting materials to progress your character. Continue unlocking world tiers to gain access to more features and powerful items. When you're strong enough, face the Echo of Lilith in the final world tier. So we get to fight Lilith again. Quest complete. Legacy of the Herodrum. And that was the epilogue. That was a short epilogue. I didn't expect it to be that short. It's Lorath again. Do you think Sanctuary is safe now?
Both Inarius and Lilith have perished in hell. I couldn't begin to guess what that means for Sanctuary. There's no telling what creatures or phenomena might bleed from hell. Closed gate or no. Something nasty knowing our luck. I just hope you're still with us then.
I mean, if it comes out in the DLC, I will be. Do you regret what we did?
Releasing Mephisto from hell is going to have consequences beyond our current understanding. But that was not my choice to make. It was yours. Whatever the road ahead, I am with you, my friend.
And at the time, we didn't want to make that choice either. We kind of left it up to Neyrelle, didn't we? And she's the one who went ahead and put the Soul Stone, or had us put the Soul Stone into Mephisto. Are we gonna go look for Neyrelle?
I wish we could. She's out there with a prime evil, but we've been instructed not to follow. Wouldn't even know where to start searching if we did. So, until we know more, we'll have to wait.
I can't just sit idly by, waiting for word.
No? Then what are you gonna do? Go after her against her will?
No, you're right about Neyrelle, friend. But there's still work to be done in Sanctuary. I'm going to the Tree of Whispers.
I am!
Why would you do that?
Because it might be our only ally left. And we may soon need allies more than ever.
Fine. Go see the tree. But be very careful.
Me be careful? You're the one who sold your head for information about where Lilith was. And then 2 seconds later, we find that the cathedral already found out where Lilith was. And you wasted your head, Lorath. Somebody mentioned Dredge. That was recommended on the program earlier. And you know, I talked about it a while ago. I really like what I see about Dredge. I don't know if it's a game I could broadcast though, but it's certainly a game I could get lost in. But I don't know, maybe I'll take a look at it. I definitely want something. So basically, whatever game I choose next is what we're going to be playing until Starfield comes out, I think, at this point. And when Starfield comes out, I'm going to be dropping everything. Every live stream, all my lore content, pauses while I focus exclusively on Starfield live streams and hopefully lore videos. And that'll be for a while until I, satiate my Starfield cravings. And then we'll get back to whatever we were working on before Starfield came out. Well, I guess that's not it. We need to go to the tree. Tree of Whispers, huh? Okay. Where was... That was way up in here. The Shrouded Moors, right? Or was it... Speak to the Tree of Whispers. Yeah. Lorath reminds me that Neyrelle did not want to be followed. Nevertheless, I will visit the Tree of Whispers to see if I can gain its trust for whatever is to come next. Alright. Yeah, let's do that. Where's the tree? Oh, it's down here. Right. Okay. Let's go see what the tree's got to say. Resnick and the Lost Rings and Amulets. All right. Okay, tree. This is interesting. We're making an ally of the Tree of Whispers, though the tree isn't really an ally. It's only in it for what it gets. And it likes heads. S with a super chat says, "Hello, Oxen chat. Wish I could be around for more live streams, but work has kept me distracted. Just wanted to say hello. Game on, sir." Thank you, S. Very kind super chat. Good of you to come by. And you know what? As long as you can come by and watch the replays, I think you'll like those. It's good to see you. All right, let's see what the Tree of Whispers says.
Welcome, Savior. You've stopped Lilith, freed Sanctuary of its supposed shackles. I'm sure it's everything you were hoping for. Congratulations.
Shut up, wretch! Always so talkative, new flesh.
Wanderer, why are you here? Come to strike a deal?
My head stays where it is. I'm simply looking for an ally.
Ally? We might be able to form an arrangement, if it's not too beneath you.
Debts need to be fulfilled. You could claim them. Yes, claim their debts. In exchange, we will provide you with power, wealth, whatever it is you desire. Yes.
Meanwhile, you will be the force of good, curing Sanctuary of its ailments.
Far away in the broken city of Caldeum, there are those indebted to us, demon and man alike. Slay them and claim their debts. The crow will do the rest.
Okay, so that's what Whispers of the Dead is. Icons on the map indicate active whispers and are only available for a limited amount of time. So it's kind of like bounties from Assassin's Creed. Each whisper rewards a number of grim favors upon completion. You can track how many grim favors you have from the map. When the bar is full, return to the Tree of Whispers to claim a valuable cache of your choice. Okay, some end-game content here. Collect 10 grim favors, then return to the Tree of Whispers. All right. Well, ladies and gents, it feels odd ending the program this early. It really does. I feel guilty is what it is. I feel this overwhelming sense of guilt that I'm ending the broadcast now. But we've done what we set out to do. We completed Diablo 4, we killed Lilith, we got the main story down, and I feel satisfied with that. I'm going to make good use of this time. I'm going to work on my lore video so that I have something for you this weekend, and so that we can continue our full story of Fallout 4. For the rest of this week, Wednesday, I'm going to hopefully be able to continue with Jedi Survivor. Thursday, we've got Scotch and Smoke Rings, my weekly show at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. We'll continue with My Friendly Neighborhood. And then hopefully for the weekend, a lore video. That's going to be this week. Thanks everybody for joining me for this short but satisfying, hopefully, wrap up of Diablo 4. And I'll see you all very soon with more lore videos and more live streams. Bye-bye now.